Yeah. So you were saying, saw the yesterday. You saw a free performance of Big Daddy Kane and Rakim. Now I remember how I'm saying. What was your first memory of seeing when Big Daddy Kane did the dance routine?
I believe it was in the Ain't No Half Steppin' video, and I saw him with Scoob and Scrap, and they were doing the one where one person puts their hand out and then the other person steps in it and then he kicks the head.
Kicks over, yeah.
Like I think if I'm not mistaken, they did that in that video.
I think so.
I don't remember. I think it was that video. It was either that video or the I Do Work video. I don't remember. Or I Get the Job Done. You don't remember that?
Yeah, word.
Yeah, it was after that, and I just remember seeing that shit and thinking it was the coolest shit in the world. But as far as them doing the thing where they go and put each other's arms around each other, I didn't see that shit until the 90s. Like, because there was no footage of that.
There was I remember I had to be probably like 8 when I first saw that dance routine, and I didn't see it in the video. They was doing like a performance. It was like on TV or something like that, and they was doing that.
Saying. Like I didn't see video of their live shows until the 90s.
It had to be like 88. It had to be like 88, 89 or something like that. And I remember first seeing that shit and I was like, I have to learn that. I was like, yo, where is Asa at? I hope Asa saw this.
Yeah.
And so I was just like, yeah. And I remember, if I'm not mistaken, me, Devondre, and Ace. Well, Devondre was like kind of like choreographing the shit, like as far as the dance routine, and he stole that. Because remember how we used to take Ace all the time? We used to fling Ace up in the air, and like you couldn't tell niggas they wasn't doing the splits and backflips.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Kishana? Oh, we're recording, by the way.
I see.
Yeah. So what you call it? Yeah. So it's just like, yeah, we I remember this nigga Ace ran up and jumped on my foot. Jumped in my hand. And I remember accidentally lifting him up, and this nigga did like a semi backflip in the playground. And then after that, we was hooked for like the whole day. I think for like at least 4 or 5 hours, we was just trying to do backflips. We was trying to do backflips back in the day.
Yeah, that was the shit back in the day, the dance routines and shit.
Oh yeah. Oh, I know. Kishana was doing them dance routines back in the day. I remember. I remember when when I went to the I seen you and Felicia do the exact dance choreography of Shireen and Sydney from House Party. And I was just like, God damn, me and D gotta get our shit together.
We battled you guys plenty of times though.
I know, but we was a little bit old. I was a little bit drunk, so we was off a little bit. But there's always a time where you think you know what I'm saying, the person that you're doing the routine with, you like, oh, ain't no one fucking us. I'm saying, ain't no one fucking with us. We can do this shit right. Then you go somewhere else outside of your comfort zone and see someone else doing that routine better. You be like, oh, nigga, we ain't shit. We got to go back to the drawing board. You be like, God damn. Yeah. I remember seeing that and I was just like, damn, yeah, we got to get our point. I remember I was like, after I seen that shit, and I was like, yo, we have to tighten our shit up for the next party. But I was too drunk and I forgot about it. So, yeah.
Dance battles were fun back in the day. We definitely had a bunch of them every time we went somewhere. We was dance battling somebody. So I definitely feel you on when you got to get your shit together when you're out of town. But it felt good when you killed people when you were out of your comfort zone too.
Yo, ain't nobody. Yo. Back in the day, you couldn't tell us we wasn't the second coming of another bad creation. Like you couldn't tell us that. We was like, yo, Michael Bivins sees us. Oh shit! Just watch. Yeah, I remember that. And we used to have a group back in the day. We was called NBA, Nothing But Attitudes. We thought we was the shit. We did like 1 or 2 talent shows.
Nothing but attitudes.
Nothing but attitudes. NBA. I mean, shout out to Vondrae Cooper. I remember he's the one who came up with the name, and I was like, all right, fuck it. That's what it is. And shout out to Dance Crews back in the day. Definitely
shout
felt that.
Dance Crews.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yo, me and this nigga used to be at his house every day after school, damn near working on a dance routine. You couldn't tell D doing, you know, saying you couldn't tell D wasn't the second coming of Heavy D doing all the skinny guy shit. The skinny guy shit.
Imagine if you guys had TikTok back then.
Yo.
I never even thought of that.
Yo.
Think of it. Imagine if we had TikTok back then. We would have been somewhere else.
That's why, see, and you just made me realize why I shouldn't hate all these little kids doing all that dance shit.
Mm-mm.
Because back in the day, if there was TikTok, we'd be all over that shit doing the fucking new dance challenge or doing some type of routine. I'm like, yo, we need to record this or we need to record that.
I remember we was waiting for the bus. We was in 6th grade. We was waiting for the bus. No, 5th grade. And this nigga Kylie come to the bus stop, like telling me about the new dance that I gotta learn. I was like, what new dance? He's like, oh, it's called the kick bug. I was like, all right, so let's see it. So, and before school, like 6, 7 in the morning, me and him doing dance routines at the bus stop and probably waiting for the bus.
That's
what I'm saying. He was like, yo, let's get it. I remember the first time I seen a nigga do the Running Man. Stephen Lewis. Yes, again, shout out to Stephen Lewis. I remember he was like, yo, watch this new dance. We was going to my house. He was like, oh, watch when I get into the hallway. We got into the hallway, closed the door. This nigga was like, yo, can you do this? And started doing the Running Man. I was like, yo, what's that? How do you do that? Let me see. And he started doing it. And I remember
always
on our steps.
New dances in secrecy.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Like,
somebody's always putting on.
Yeah. And see, yo, not for nothing. Yo, Steven could dance his ass off back in the day. A lot of people, looking at Steven now and
he was
seeing
black.
Steven back in the day.
Dance.
Yo, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So I just don't understand how some of these kids just don't have rhythm. I'm like, yo, everybody could dance back in the day.
No, everybody.
Shit. Wow, I'm saying my neighborhood, everybody could fucking dance. Everybody could dance. Except for Dede. Except for Dede. Dede could not dance for life. I'm like, nigga, how you how you can't do that? You can't do that? You can't spin, do the splits, come back, do the backflip and pose. You can't do that, nigga.
I couldn't do flipping no splits and shit.
Nigga, you try to bust the splits a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
I could do the one where you fold your knee. And it's like a half.
That's the half.
That one.
Yeah, the half hood split. That's the half hood split.
I used to be able to do that.
Oh, that was like a day. But yeah, shout out to back in the day, nostalgia. But yeah, let's get this motherfucking show started. What's going on? Welcome to another edition of the Barely Watching Podcast. I go by the name of Cobra Karate, in touch with the mind, soul, and the body.
Ain't nobody write me nothing.
And it's me, it's D-Mobile. What's going on?
And it's your girl, K.I. Double. Welcome to the show.
Yes. And yes, welcome everybody. Father's Day edition. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Taking care of the
Happy Father's
kids.
Day.
Yes. So what's going on, guys? How is everything?
While it is Father's Day, I want to talk about something real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I want to talk about the video of the dude eating nachos and tacos with his kids.
I didn't see it, but go ahead.
It's a video with his kids, and he's like, he keeps calling them nigga, and they're like, oh, mommy was talking shit. And he's like, oh, your mom was talking shit? What shit was she talking? And like, the kids are cussing, and he's like referring to them as nigga and shit, and he's like, they're talking about how their mom was talking shit and saying that he's gonna get some girl pregnant, and he's like, your mama said what? Man, your mom's a motherfucking lie. He's talking to them as if they're like adults, whatever. Neither one of you have seen this video.
No, sir. I think I may have just went past it maybe yesterday. I think I may have went past it, but I haven't seen it. I just seen some, like a guy at a table with some kids.
Yeah. So,
but I didn't click on it to see what was going on. So somebody may have posted it on my social media within the last 48 hours.
It's this one.
Okay, come with me, but I'm gonna drop you off there.
Y'all, ain't neither one of y'all ever seen that?
No.
So there's a couple. He got a couple videos with him chilling with his kids, and he's just talking to them like they're his niggas. And like one of them starts acting up, he thumps the shit out of him. And he's like, hey man, chill the fuck out. Like, he's like, you know, like, I don't know. So, and a lot of people in the video are like saying, oh, this is sweet. You know, he's with his kids, whatever, whatever. And then some people in the video was like, oh man, this is our future. These kids are going to grow up and embarrass us one day because of all of this shit. And I don't know. So I thought everybody had seen the video. I don't know how you two have it, but I wanted to talk about what we felt about that video.
You should have sent it to us.
Yeah, you should have sent it to us. Should have sent it.
I just thought everyone had seen it because it's like all over the internet.
All right, so now that we're caught up with the video, all right, so my thoughts on it. It looks like a dude being too friendly with his children. And you know how you have these some parents that treat their kids as their friends. This is what this video looks like. And this is like, as they get older, I have no doubt that probably these kids are like 15 or whatever, saying the way this whole shit's going, he'll probably be smoking weed with his kids and everything like that. That's what that kind of relationship is, going to the club with your kids and everything. And it's just like, sometimes you gotta have that parental structure. To that point, it was like, yo, all right, yeah, we cool. You know, we got a nice open dialogue, open relationship, but nigga, I ain't your friend. I am not your friend. Letting your kids swear and everything like that. Nah, I'm not cool with that. I'm definitely not cool with that. I mean, I get it. Like, you know, I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I'll be like, yo, listen, nigga, you know, whatever. I'm saying there's a time for that. But being too chummy, cool with you, I'm saying cool with your kids, is that like, that's my best friend? Nah, I never really subscribed to that. For me.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that it was not good parenting at all.
That ain't even good parenting.
It wasn't parenting at all. I think it was just very ignorant to speak to children that way. Children are supposed to be innocent. And I think that we should keep them innocent. And the adult conversations that we have, or the way that we speak to each other, we should never speak to a child that way. Whether it's yours or not. I understand being friendly. I understand being cool, but I do agree with you. Probably in a couple of years, they'll be smoking weed together or doing whatever, maybe even having sex together. It's just, there's lines. I know that when people have children, they're like, okay, this is my all, or, you know, I'm gonna treat, especially with boys, men who have boys, sometimes they're like, this is my little nigga. I'm gonna treat him like my little twin. He's me. I want him to do everything just like me, but you may not be a good person yourself. So you don't want to raise your child to be doing these negative things or have these negative, you know, conversations with people, just any of that. It just is bad. I didn't really like it. I think you should be friends with your kids to an extent. Be friendly as they get older, but as their child, continue to raise them. But I didn't think it was funny. I just don't think you should do any kid. And it's just even worse as a Black man, but nah, good on that.
A lot of cringy shit.
Happy Father's Day, though.
Exactly.
Happy Father's Day.
A lot of cringy shit, but at the end of the day,
men. What do you think? What's your thoughts?
I mean, but again, at the end of the day,
I slightly disagree. I feel like he's doing the best he can. I feel like sometimes a father can only teach his kids what he knows.
That's all.
And I'd rather see a father engage with his children, and he's teaching them how to be a man as the way he sees a man, rather than seeing him step the fuck off.
Yeah, definitely with that.
So like, while I may not necessarily want to raise my child like that or whatever, I feel like sometimes you can only teach what you know. And I think that those kids will be better off than if he wasn't around.
So I'm gonna the one thing that I did.
You said they would be better off if he wasn't around?
No, I said
no.
I think they're better off with him than
with him around. Okay.
Absolutely. Dads are important. No matter how good or bad of a dad that you are, dads are important. So I don't think that any man should ever step off, whether they feel like I can be a dad or I know what I'm doing. Doesn't matter. Be there, be present. And that's enough. Dads are very important across the board. I did enjoy their their conversation, their like just their friendship, it felt really good and organic that he can be able to talk to his kids that way or talk with his kids, that he's engaging, they're talking to him, they letting him know what's going on. Like all of that. That means he's a present father. So clearly I like that he was present. But you can only show them what you know. And then you can also try to get them something better than what you know, which most parents do. So we all are only showed what we know. They can only teach us so much. They can only show us so much. They can only talk to us the way they always been talked to. You know, you only know what you know, but you can also I'm not a parent, but most parents say that they always want their kids to have more. Even my parent has said that. That's how she raised us, for us to have better than what she had. So of course she taught us what she could. And some of them things were good, better, and different. And then allowed us to grow even more. So that's all I'm saying. But I definitely do love the engagement, just them being able to chill and talk. Like it felt real good to see that. But the topic of conversation and then the dialect, whatever, through the conversation just wasn't good for me to listen to.
There's a part, it gets a little wild. There's a part where one of the kids is saying that his mom, that their mom was telling them that he be girls and he be eating booty and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so the dad says, like, the dad started laughing, but then the dad was like, hey, listen, like, I let you say that shit to me, but you can't be saying that shit. Like, you can't be saying that shit to other people. You can't be saying that shit to nobody. You can't be talking like that. Like right here, we chilling. I let you say that shit, but you can't be saying that shit. He's like, not even to your mama. Don't be saying that shit. And so I it's funny, whenever I think about, you know, you can only teach your kids what they know, what you know. I was thinking the same thing. You know, we all teach what we know and then a little bit better. So I'm watching a video and I'm looking for spots where I'm trying to see if he's the type of dude that's going to push them for better. And I don't know, maybe I'm just being optimistic, but I believe he is. I believe he's saying, okay, this is where we at. This is where I'm at. You have to be here. I'm optimistic to that. And I saw a little bit of that in the video. You know what I mean? So I see it and I'm like, hey man, raise your kids, bro. Because if you leave, ain't nobody gonna raise them. And they're definitely gonna take a downward slant. So like, if they're smoking weed with him in 15, 20 years, at least they're not dead or in jail in 15 and 20 years.
I mean, I look at that too, like, then again, it's like, who am I to say his method is wrong? Who am I to say his method is right? Everybody has a certain style, a certain way how to raise their kid, because there's no bluept on how to raise your kid. There's no exact way, like, oh, this is how you raise your kid. Everybody is gonna adapt with something. Add something to whatever they learn. You know, because basically raising a child, it's basically like you basically learn as you go, because each child is different, what they're exposed to and everything like that. Now, I definitely understand as far as when you were saying that he was like, yeah, don't say that around. I'm saying because other people only talk like that with me. So that's another thing. That's another thing I saw too, as far as in this house, this is how we act, but outside, this is how we act here. Because it's also, I'm saying because it's also that too. It's like, all right, this is, I'm saying, you could talk like this in this way, but when it's time to conduct yourself in a professional environment, this is how you do. So I mean, for me, it's a little bit uncomfortable for me because the way I was raised, but shout out to him, kudos to him. And I really can't talk about his methods, whatever, because how he raises his kids, and I mean, not saying that they're not going to be successful or whatever like that. So shout out to him.
As being someone who works with kids, I think that people who don't, I think that me working with kids in the manner that I work with kids, I think I have a unique perspective on children that a lot of people don't have, even parents.
Yeah.
I think I have a unique perspective that they don't have. The reason why I say that is because when the kids are at home, you're teaching them how to act in the world. When the kids are at school, their friends are teaching them how to act in the world. When the kids are in the place where I'm at, that's where they display what they're being taught, right? Because they don't really get to display it in school. You know what I mean? They don't get to display it at home. When they're at a recreational place where there's nothing for kids around, it's recreational, it's nothing but kids. That's where they display how they act. And what I've come to notice is a lot of times we kind of think that if you do this, your kids are going to do that. If you say this, your kids are going to be like that. And it's just not true. It's just not true.
Yeah, that's not true.
If there's only, like, of course, the shaping that happens in the home is the most important shaping, but that's only one part of the shaping. The other part is who they are inside to begin with.
Yep.
You know
to start with, that you can't do anything about, because that's who they are. Absolutely.
Who they are inside, you can't do nothing about that.
Yep.
Right.
And then there's a part where the outside world is.
Yep.
And the reason why I bring that up is all of us have an uncle who talked to us the way this guy was talking to his kid.
Yes.
All of us have an uncle who was saying that shit to us. Look at us.
Yeah. Unfiltered.
But it was also age appropriate, though. I don't think that
I had an uncle that was totally inappropriate. Totally inappropriate when I was a kid. Like telling me what condoms are, telling me like just wild shit. Like,
but sometimes, someone being unfiltered and inappropriate, it could affect that person too. Because how many times have you, when you was like 10 years old, met a kid who was 10 years old that was way more far advanced than you as far as their thinking? Their thinking was on some adult level shit.
And that's why I say it's not only predicated on what they're taught. It's a lot of who they are to begin with, how they process information, et cetera, et cetera. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but then one of the biggest points to that is the environments that you have them in. So as a parent, your job is to protect and provide. I feel like, period. That's especially
and I think that's a large part that people miss.
Yes, they miss that environment piece.
Put them in is more dangerous than anything else.
Yes, and they can adapt to plenty of different things that's around them.
However you talk to your kids, you treat your kids is one thing. But if you got them at the Spades game every Friday night, that's, in my opinion, that's too much stimuli. You know what I mean? That's too much for them.
Too much adult content for them.
Too much
stuff.
Yeah. That's a little too much for their young brains to process. Absolutely. But that's my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, it's all opinions, but at the same time, who's to say that doesn't work? Who's to say it does work? But I mean, how people raise their kids.
You got them at the hairdresser with you, and at the poker game, and just too much of that is they're gonna grow up a little too fast, in my opinion. But if they got a parent that talks to them like that, I think it's a little different than those environment situations. I don't know how.
No, because then those parents that are talking to their kids like that, those kids are going to school and talking to people like that, because that's how they're spoken to. So I'm pretty sure those kids are in school dropping all type of F-bombs, swearing, doing stuff that's very inappropriate to other people's.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so because
those kids are smart. You watch this video, those kids are smart. And those kids, you can watch the video and you can hear that they know, this is some wild shit. You can hear that they know this isn't normal. This is
excited. So it could just be,
this isn't the way you act. Like, if you watch the video, you get the sense that those kids understand that this is this space, that we do this in this space.
Yeah, it's the old thing. It's the old thing where it's like, oh, when he's with, when my child's with me, he doesn't act like this. But when he gets around you, he acts a damn fool and loses his mind. It's like that whole thing. Like, kids know how what they can get away with, how they can act, and what's appropriate when they're around certain people.
Yeah, I'm not sure those kids are growing up too fast. I didn't get a hint of that from listening.
Maybe I have to watch the whole video.
Yeah,
I'm just saying off general. Just off general, people who are spoken to that way are going to speak to other people that way. So unless you're just doing this like, oh, with dad, we can go swear all the time. Anytime I'm with dad, he's gonna let us swear. So let's go, dad, so we can go swear. That's different.
Right.
I didn't watch the whole thing to get that energy.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why I think there's a difference between the relationship between the father and his son, and the difference between the kids being placed in environments where that type of talk is just happening. I think there's a difference. I think there's a different understanding from a developmental point of view. Like, if a kid is in those surroundings where that talk is normal, and they're in those surroundings a lot, and it's everybody doing it, and it's no one blinks an eye, and his grandma and auntie, and I think that has a different impact than if it's when me and my dad are together, we say bad words.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I'm
I think
saying.
it's
I
a
got to
different
get.
impact.
But then what is the conversation that they got from their mother though? That's what I'm saying. Like if their dad is talking to them this way and their mom is like, oh, mom said you're gonna fuck someone else. Mom said you're gonna eat some ass. Like what, like then that's why I'm saying those type of kids. It's not just when I'm with dad.
Yeah.
Because why would mom be saying those things around their kids?
Yeah.
Again, mom wouldn't be that way.
Yeah.
But they can both be ratchet ass parents that just talk around their kids, and this is how they talk to their kids. I'm just telling you, and their kids can still be good though, because grandma don't play this shit. But maybe, but maybe between the parents, because the parents are just some ratchet ass parents, because there's no way that you can speak to your kid that way and think that this is okay. Those kids sounded very young. I couldn't see it, but like I'm gonna watch it and maybe I can come back with a different thing. But just as young as they are, like no one, why are you playing with kids like that? That's just, I wouldn't do that for her. The mom to be saying it and the dad to be saying it. I'm thinking those kids are still bad. But I didn't hear the innocent. I didn't hear the excitement. Maybe they're excited because they get to tell their dad what their mom was saying because they have a good relationship with their dad and their mom's over here being ratchet and their dad's probably trying to raise them right. He's probably the good man. You know what I'm saying? But this is just how he talks to his kids. So I see all of that. Go ahead.
He definitely told them too in the video. He was like, hey, listen, when your mom says stuff like that, it's like, you tell me immediately. Mm-hmm. Immediately, I need to know that. He's like, but you don't say that shit to nobody else. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. It could be, they can both be ratchet, and he's the lesser ratchet of the two, and he's still trying to get them to be somewhat of somebody's. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Mm-hmm. And they know better than to speak to him. Then I'm understanding to all that. But the mom done said some shit, and the dad's talking to him like that. It is a little crunching. These are kids. They sounded like babies. I'm sorry. I'm like, And I don't know. Yeah. I just kind of got the feel that they didn't, that it's not normalized to them. I don't
mind, like, if he wants to call his kids nigga, that's like, I don't know. I don't mind that. People, that's on you and how you raise your children. If you want to call them nigga, that's your child. What the fuck? Call them whatever you want. You brought them in here. So, like, I don't really care.
Yeah.
Like, I get the feeling that if somebody else walked into the room and he said something like that, they'd be like, Daddy, like someone's here. Like, I don't know. I kind of got that feeling. Maybe I'm just being optimistic though.
Maybe. Yeah. Maybe.
You're like, yeah.
Maybe. I mean, it's like it's like a love language. It's a love language. You say you understand the language that's in your house. And when you go outside, some people don't understand that language. So you have to, speak a language that they understand. I get that. I get that 1000%. Especially having kids too. Because yeah, I definitely get that 100%. But yeah. That's cool though. But shout out to him. Shout out to fathers still in their kids' lives doing the best they can.
Yes. Shout out to the stepdads. You guys are amazing.
Yo, ain't nothing wrong with stepdads. Yo, I love my stepdad. I call my dad. I call my dad dad. I don't even call him stepdad. I refer to. I'm like, yo, my two dads. You know what I'm saying?
I am blessed to have two. Yo, look at, we have two dads. Yeah. Oh, hey, Kylie.
Someone be like, yo, you spoke to your father? I'm like, which one? And they be like, oh, blah blah blah, or blah blah blah. So yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Stepdads.
Yep, definitely. And that's the thing too. Having a stepdad, my dad and my stepdad are two sides. Was it two sides of a coin? I'm saying that's how you say that. Anyways, the two. You know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I don't know. I don't know those 1970 pickup lines y'all be dropping on here.
It just felt right at the time.
Smooth like a lollipop, Joe.
Like, okay. It felt, you know what I'm saying? It felt good at the time. It felt good
two
at the time.
Quarter.
But
was it a quarter?
No, but the night and day. Mm-hmm. Like my dad, like my biological dad, he's a little bit conservative. My stepdad grew up a little bit hard. You know what I'm saying? He was in the streets a little bit. He had a rough time. Where my biological dad wasn't like that, so I got two of them different worlds, to the point where it's just like, my biological dad was just basically like, yo, you gotta, everything has to be an A, you have to be on the honor roll, academics, where my father, my stepfather was like, yo, survive, it's crazy out here, survive, this is what you gotta do, so yeah, so it was definitely different, but I soaked it up, and yeah. But yeah, shout out to them. But yeah, moving on.
I've been a fake stepdaddy several times, and It was
Mario, you're amazing.
This nigga D need an award. Happy Father's Day.
You are amazing.
You need that.
I've been a fake stepdaddy a few times.
Son, you have raised,
Happy Father's Day.
Son, you was in. Yeah, you raised a few. You raised a few kids.
Yep, you got some graduations. You got some graduations coming up too. You gotta make sure you're real.
I don't know if I raised anyone, but I was in their life.
You helped. Yeah, you was just saying. Yo, I'm pretty sure.
Happy Father's Day, D. You be helping everybody.
You,
not everybody.
Swanee, shout out to Swanee. There was you guys impacted some kids' lives a couple times. Yeah, I can see that. You know, shout out to y'all. Matter of fact, I'm gonna text Swan like, "Yo, Happy Father's Day." See what that nigga says. What the fuck you mean by that, nigga?
What? It should be a compliment.
Yeah,
you're important. You're part of the village.
Like nigga, the who. So yeah. So all right. So D, I know you probably maybe you did. So have you guys heard the back and forth seen the back and forth between the baby and Meg Thee Stallion?
Yes.
When he said she was ugly or some shit?
No. Well, right now they were going back and forth. They were going back and forth on the internet on Twitter, whatever, because Meg Thee Stallion and the baby, have a they have a like personal relationship. They know each other personally, not on some shit like that, but they have a personal relationship, whatever, outside the industry business, whatever, like they're friends or whatever.
They did music together too, right?
Yeah, and they did music together too. And the baby, he did a song with Tory. I'm not sure, but I don't know if him and Tory have a relationship outside. I'm saying I believe they do.
Who's Tory?
Tory Lanez. I'm sorry, Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez.
Tamara doesn't know who he is.
He knows who Tory Lanez is.
Is it Tory Lanez the one who shot her in the foot?
Yeah. So
allegedly.
Allegedly. So Meg was going back and forth with baby, like asking, like, yo, I'm saying, now how could you do that? Whatever, blah, blah, blah. They were going back and forth. And the baby's just like, yo, whatever your personal shit is, that's y'all. You know what I'm saying? The way I get my money and everything like that, I could work with him. But whatever y'all relationship is, or whatever y'all got going on, that's between y'all. That's not between all of us and everything. And so they were going back and forth, whatever. And so the fans, they started recirculating a video with Meg, because Meg did the what I'm saying, the Wet Ass Pussy song with Cardi B, but Meg has a relationship with Nicki Minaj, and at the time Cardi B and Nicki were beefing. And so they asked her, how was your relationship between, you and Nicki, whatever? And then she was like, yo, me and Nicki's personal, whatever, but whatever she has with Cardi, that has nothing to do with me. You saying, like, how I get this money, whatever, is how I get this money, but that personal thing, that's between them. So they was calling her a hypocrite, about that. But basically what I'm saying, how do you feel about that? I'm saying, how do you feel about if you have an issue with somebody? And
I don't think that's what's happening here, though.
Wait, let him ask a question.
Well, basically, that's what it kind of comes down to. Like, I'll just give you like context, like, what I'm saying, like, for the story. But how do you feel about that? Like, if you had an issue with somebody, right? And say me, saying best friend, whatever, does business with the person you have an issue with. Would you be mad?
Yeah, probably. But again, I don't think that's what's happening here. I think the comparison is weak because Nicki Minaj didn't shoot her in the foot. So there's a difference between me and this person got problems and this person was abusive towards me and shot me. There's a difference. Mm-hmm. So I think that's a weak comparison when the people are saying, "Oh, when you were friends with Nicki," like you know what I mean? That's not
right.
Not cool.
Wait, hold on.
The baby
I have the answer.
Right, the baby didn't say that, but the people compared that. I mean,
right. I'm saying
it's kind of
saying that that's a weak.
He's
argument.
saying He's saying for the people that compared it, that's a weak argument.
Right.
But to answer Kylie's question, my answer would be, it depends on the magnitude of the issue I have for my friend to still keep in contact. So then that goes back to DeMario's point on the magnitude of the comparison.
Yeah.
Again, Nicki Minaj and Cardi B just was two female rappers, and they did a song together. Cardi B didn't shoot, rest in peace, Nicki Minaj's dad, but, Cardi B didn't shoot her dad or, do anything to her foot or shoot her or something, abuse her in some type of way. I think they had the little beef or whatever, but, or that was Rod Digger, that wasn't even her, but whatever. Yeah, it depends on the magnitude of the issue that you have. So sometimes there will be friends that are still going to do business and still partner just because you had a problem with someone in high school, or just because, you don't like her because she slept with your baby daddy or something stupid of that sort, or you don't like her because of, just old drama. You guys may have said stuff about each other. I'm still going to do business with her. Now, if she's done something to abuse you or your children, or, hurt you in some type of bigger way, then I'm no longer will ever do business with her because you were my friend. And that's where my loyalty lies. But then that goes back to the baby and Megan, their loyalty. Like, I get that they tried to resurface that interview, but again, it's not on the same magnitude of being shot. Like, so it's just two different things. Like, we get it. Like, okay, cool. In the same sense, like, you're going to do business and business is business. You're just doing business. And DaBaby's is the same way. So he's keeping it real too. Like, I'm just doing business in the same sense. However, he doesn't have as that much loyalty. You just see people for who they are. You have to move forward. He didn't have that loyalty for you, and it was hurtful, but keep it moving. But she said something about, like, they talked in private. He said he wasn't going to promote the song, and now he's promoting the song. And, like, she's like, now you're doing it. So it's more, to me, a question is more of DaBaby's loyalty, because, like.
But and then he also told her, everything I told him in private, I'm telling you. So or something like that. Basically, he was saying what the same thing I told him. I'll tell, like, I'm not afraid what I told him. I'll tell you what I tell him. Like. He basically said something like that.
So do we feel like DaBaby shouldn't fuck with Tory Lanez?
It all depends on how close his relationship was with Meg.
So it doesn't matter what Tory Lanez did.
It all, like I said, it all depends on how close their relationship.
I don't know. I think the idea of you shooting a female would make me say I don't want to fuck with you.
Absolutely.
So I'm asking, do we feel like he shouldn't fuck with him? I don't know. I kind of feel like he shouldn't.
I feel like nobody should fuck with him if he did it. But the problem is nobody knows if he did it. So everybody is using that as an excuse because, everything's private. The child didn't start or this, that, and the third. Like, okay, we get all that. But at the same time, like, for what we do see or what was painted, there's some people that, like, he's innocent until he's proven guilty. So some people are still fucking with him. And she doesn't like that. I don't really know.
And they may have asked him what happened. They may ask him what happened. And then he gives his side, and it sounds justifiable. And especially if that's my man, I have to believe my man. I'm saying what he did.
That just shows who's your man, though. That means that Tory's your man, but not Megan's your man.
But
in some sense, like, for me, I would be like, you allegedly shot a woman and have not said you didn't shoot her. You shot her. Like, he didn't say it before it went to court, before all that. He was quiet. He didn't say I didn't shoot her.
No, I get it. I'm talking about hypothetical. I'm not talking about this situation. I'm talking about hypothetical. Like, say if it was on some self-defense shit, the only way I could justify a man shooting a woman if it was on some self-defense shit. That's the only way I could justify it. You know what I'm saying? It's that point. And that's why
the bitch rolled up on D. I'm like, shoot that hoe. Shoot her now.
You know what I'm saying? Depending on what it is. And she's talking about, I'm going to come back. I'm going to come back with these niggas and blah, 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 this and that. Oh, watch. If you don't blah, 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 pow, shooting the pinky toe. You know what I'm saying? If it called for that. But, yeah, I need to know what went on. Like, if you just shot her on some, you just wilding type shit, drunk, yeah, then it's just like, nigga, you know what I'm saying? You out of pocket for that, and I'm going to look at you a little bit different. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, yeah, I need to know the whole gist of shit was going on. Like, but if it went down the way Meg went down, talking about he shot her in the foot, I'm saying, for whatever, and there's no justification on it, nah, fuck that nigga. He shouldn't have worked with him. Fuck that. And at the end of the day, some niggas would do anything for a check. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's the other part. So you just don't know. Nobody knows like the full story. Nobody knows what happened. The being upset about it, we understand. The original question of like, yo, would you fuck with someone? It depends on the magnitude or whatever the situation. But nobody really knows. So until the shit comes out, they just both got their own personal opinions.
And my thing is like, how cool is he with Meg? To that point, if they just on some cool, we worked together. We went to a couple parties together. We hung out a couple times, but you know, I'm not calling you my best friend. Like I'm saying, like my BFF type shit. If it's just a good person I know, whatever, then all right, cool. How you get down is how you get down. But yeah.
Is the how cool are we? Is that predicated on us not knowing whether or not he did it, or does that change once we find out he did it?
What do you mean? How cool are we?
Like, Kylie said, "Oh, it depends on how cool he is with Meg." So I'm saying, does that change once he knows he did it? Because I feel like now we're saying it because it's up in the air whether or not he did it. But once he knows, does how cool he is with Meg doesn't matter at that point. Like, do we say, hell no, it doesn't matter how cool he is. He shouldn't fuck with that nigga because he shot her. Or do we still feel it matters?
For me, I feel like hell no, he shouldn't fuck with her. But I mean, fuck with him. But and he would fuck with him depending on how cool he was with Meg. Does that make sense?
Even if he knew he did it, you think he would?
Some niggas is grimy. Some people don't care. They just going after their own check.
The baby
they don't care
doesn't
about what you do.
The baby doesn't seem to be like the type of dude who'll do anything for some money.
Nah, he doesn't. Not to me either.
He doesn't see. So he
he definitely don't.
It seems to be like he's basing his decision on, hey man, I don't know what happened. I feel like that's how he feels right now.
And that's what he kind of said too. That's what he kind of said. That's what he says.
Like he says he doesn't know what happened, and he said, like, what does he say, Kelly?
He said, "I'll bring the shit up back to the fuck
now." Do we think that if he knew what happened, he would still fuck with him? I don't think he would.
Nah, if he knew that Tory shot Megan, I don't think he would fuck with Tory.
I don't think he would either. He just doesn't seem like that kind of guy.
Nah, he doesn't.
I feel like at this point he's like, hey, I don't know what happened in that house, so I'm getting me some money.
Yep, that's between y'all. Figure it out.
Yeah.
Until then, let me know.
Basically his response to Meg, he was like, no, baby. He posted, he said, I ain't even gonna go back and forth. He said, I don't even go back and forth with my own bitches on the net. Now I'm on this motherfucker going back with another nigga woman about some shit another nigga accused of. How the fuck that work? Y'all niggas is hell. Happy Juneteenth though. We started this bitch off with a bang, didn't it? Love you, Meg.
Yeah, so I kind of feel like his inner feeling is, hey man, I don't know what happened. And until I find out,
I gotta get this money.
Like that's
what it sounded like he said, because he was like, because she said, you said you wasn't gonna promote it. Like he went and he did the song, you know what I'm saying? And he told her, like, I ain't gonna promote the shit. You know what I'm saying? I did the song, but whatever it do. But you know, like at that point. But then I guess she's seen him. I think it all started with a guy retweeted that the baby and Tory got just did a song together, and they both have two things in common. They both shot a bitch and got away and go to jail for it.
They go to jail for it. Yeah, they both shot a nigga. They both shot a nigga and didn't go to jail for it.
I don't know if it was nigga, like bitch. That. Pull it up. It's on YouTube.
I think it said a nigga. It said a nigga.
If it says bitch, it's even worse. But if it said nigga, then it ain't. Okay. So they both shot a nigga and didn't go to jail. So the baby retweeted that. So then that's when Meg was like, wow, are you serious? Whatever. You know, kind of did all that. But I don't know. I feel like we don't know what the situation is. I don't think that nobody should really fuck with him. I ain't even listening to his music. I know he makes great music, but you just, until you figure it out, especially if you got some loyalty to the person, and if they're supposed to have loyalty.
Yeah, you know? Yeah, because Meg said, support me in private and publicly do something different. These industry men are very strange. The situation ain't no damn beef. And I really wish people would stop downplaying it like it's some internet shit for likes and retweets.
So her stance is, if you fuck with me, you shouldn't fuck with him.
Basically.
So that goes back to Kylie's original question. Then, what was the exact wording of the original question? Just so I don't.
Basically, can you do business with somebody? Can you do business with somebody that has
somebody that don't fuck with somebody you don't fuck with?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Because if that's the case, then it goes back to this original question. And wow, that's a tough question. That's a tough question. especially in quote unquote Hollywood or the music industry or whatever, because it's like, how close are we really?
That's what I'm saying. And when you talk industry relationships, that just that term industry relationship is basically like, nah, I just know that nigga and I work with that nigga.
Yeah.
And I party with that nigga a couple times.
Yeah. You take, like, even if you take Wu-Tang Clan, for instance, and you think that those niggas are each other's ace boons, but really they got their own separate little ace boons. That's their crew.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they're not, I'm just saying the objects are not as close as they appear. You know?
Nah, Wu's different because when you listen to them
smart.
niggas talk, they be like, that's my brother, that's my brother.
No, but it's still the same thing. Method Man has his crew when he shows up to the studio. Ghost has his crew when he shows up to the studio. But in our minds, that's not the case. They are the crew. In our minds, they showed up in the same car.
Mm-hmm.
My point is that they're just not as close as you think they are.
Nah. It's more like because let them niggas explain it and everything like that. Because for instance, like me and you, the same it's basically like, all right, so we're the umbrella, and then under that umbrella, this subsidiaries under that umbrella.
Yep.
And everything. Like certain crews that I have with, but at the end of the day, regardless whatever goes down, you still my brother, and it's you over all them other niggas.
Right.
And that's their relationship. Because the way they talk about shit and everything like that. So
I think your point is just because they didn't show up in the car together, that they may be closer to the niggas in the studio than they are to the niggas that showed up in the car with them.
For instance,
no, I'm asking, is that what you're trying to say?
Hold on, say it again.
Like, so what I said was, in our minds, Wu-Tang showed up in the same car to the studio. They were in the same apartment. But in reality, they show up there with their niggas, and Ghost's niggas in there, and Ray's niggas in there. And what you're saying is, just because those are Ghost's niggas, Ray's niggas, and Meth's niggas, that Ghost, Ray, and Meth are closer to each other than they are to those niggas that are in their crew that they chill with.
Yes.
So I never thought about it that way, and that could possibly be true.
For instance, how many times, like me and you was me and you, but how many times growing up I introduced you to somebody that I was hanging with tough like that every day. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, regardless of whatever we go through or we split apart, it's always gonna be you before them.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like no disrespect to that. It's just like, all right, y'all niggas, you hang with that nigga every day, but when it comes to us, regardless of whatever it is, it's always gonna be them. I'm saying it's always gonna be us over them. That
could very well be the case. Yeah.
That's why I say that. But yeah, I can edit. I'm gonna edit those names out.
Yeah, but it's still, I still feel that the basis of what I was trying to say is true. That these industry relationships or Hollywood relationships, it's hard to tell how close you really are with somebody. So it's hard to say how hard you're gonna ride for them.
I think that's true, but that's also speaks on other people's character as well. Like if you're a loyal person, you're a loyal person. So there's some people who just met and would be like, nope, I support them 5,000%. I'm doing whatever they want to. And there's some people
that's stupid, bro.
And that's that industry shit. Nah, that's that industry shit because basically
you can't come on, you can't be loyal to somebody you just met.
I get it, you can't, but some people are. And
but some niggas will do that.
Like even just like, so what I'm thinking of is like Issa Rae and what's her name, Yvonne
Molly.
They're two.
Just say
Yeah,
Molly.
they're two. Okay, Molly. Okay, just say Molly from Insecure. If you watch, I don't know if you've ever seen Insecure, Demario. Okay.
You know I did.
It's amazing. I know you did.
Love it.
We're here,
Yeah,
Juneteenth.
love
Let's
it.
go.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's go. Season 5.
Yes, sir.
I
Can't
actually
wait.
know.
I didn't watch it because I just
T.
felt like
Lawrence.
I had already seen it because I watched Awkward Black Girl. So
It's completely different.
It's completely different. Yeah, it's a little bit more advanced.
Season 1 might be Awkward Black Girl, but the rest of it is not. Yeah. That's it. Season 1 is Awkward Black Girl, but season 1 is dope, amazing,
writing. Dope
amazing.
Writing, yes.
But they were just industry people, met, and have been loyal to each other and have been successful with each other. And if something was to be, I feel like they would hold each other down, and they met through the industry. So,
but that's a 1 in a million situation, though. Come on, you can't be betting on that.
I'm not betting on that. I don't think I get it. Like I see how and that's also a different entertainment than as far as entertainment business goes, whatever. But I also agree with you. I'm not saying that you should trust everyone off rip. I'm not saying you should trust people in the industry. People are going to do what they have to do for their own money. So her being butthurt about it is just like, let it go. People are going to do that. You just see people who they are and you move forward. Like you shouldn't have trusted everyone. But a lot of things that come out about Megan, I don't know if you are familiar with her or whatever, is that like, since she's been in the industry, she's lost her parents, people that were really close to her. So she does latch on to people. She has a big heart. So she latches on to people, and she thinks that because, she does it, they would do it to her. And she's finding out that in the industry, that's not the case. That's why she's in the situation she's in now. But that's kind of what some of her background is, what they say.
And also, a lot of these industry relationships are based off opportunity. A motherfucker will be loyal to you as long as that opportunity presents itself. If that opportunity is no longer there, that loyalty's out the fucking door. And a lot of people base their relationships off that. Female rapper.
So he was on her track doing songs. They did songs together. She was on his record. Yeah, I think she was on one of his records. They both like did shit together.
Yeah.
So but let that
but let that star that shine, that was shining bright at one time go a little bit dull. Niggas gonna be like, nigga, I just know you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Some people do that. So a lot of people base their relationships in the industry off of opportunity. Some motherfuckers will be quick. Motherfuckers will be quick. Niggas will meet Drake one day and swear to BFFs and be so loyal.
Let's get into it.
Be so loyal with this nigga because of the Drake effect.
Let's get into it.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of dudes will be like that because he's the hottest motherfucker. Whatever. But it's like deep down inside, nigga, you don't feel that way. But you do what I'm saying, but the opportunity presents itself and you could prosper off that Drake effect. So of course you're gonna be loyal to that person because the money's there. But shit, if it ain't there, niggas will be like, yeah, you know, say he's cool, but yeah,
So I recently heard that, and I didn't know that. And now that you're saying it, it's so weird that a lot of men latch on to other men's success and then become like, this is my homie, this is my best friend, and don't really know them.
Oh, women do it too. Women do it too.
They do?
Hell yeah, they do it. Hell yeah, they do it.
So women latch on to other women's success.
We call it a professional homeboy.
Yeah, that's all that is. Professional homeboy. You know what I'm saying? People do that shit in general, just not even in industry, on life, period. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, how many times, you know what I'm saying? Like, how many times do you see that one person jumping from crew to crew? Every time you see this nigga, you be like, God damn, this nigga's friends with everybody.
But
you know what I'm saying?
That's not for me, but I'm not gonna shit on people who do it though.
It's
definitely not me, but I'm saying, but there's people there's people that's out there that do that. This is like, yo, you hottest dude, or you know what I'm saying, you popping in the streets, or you popular, or you you got this. Let a nigga get some newfound fortune. You be like, yo, I didn't even know you know this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, you be around this nigga, I didn't even know you know this nigga like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, we've been cool for like 6 months. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
6
you in the VIP with this
nigga? Hard for like a year.
Yeah. I see dudes like that, and I'm just like, oh, okay. I'm saying, yeah.
Man.
Then what we call them, switch-siders. Niggas be like, hey, Cam, dick riders. Exactly. We call them. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Switch-sider. Exactly.
Whatever.
Oh, speaking of Cam, so I'm saying, so Cam got a new sexual performance supplement. It's called Pink Horse. And it's been getting, you know what I'm saying, making a lot of noise out in the streets. It's organic. I'm saying it's an organic supplement that's that you could probably compare it to like a Viagra or something like that. And yeah, in the streets is talking, and shits is selling out, and a lot of niggas is using it. And yeah, and it's organic. And that's the thing. When it comes to sexual performance, penis enhancement, a lot of guys is willing to try. A lot of guys is willing to try and go very far.
When it comes to sex, I'm similar to the Thriller in Manila.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of
yo.
There's a whole lot of.
I don't understand niggas who take dick pills. First of all, it's like this. If I needed one, I don't know. I think I'd be too sad to even try to use one. And then if you don't need one, you risking fucking having a hard on for 8 hours and shit. Like,
see, but that's the thing. How many niggas risk it all for some sex?
Yeah.
Niggas risk it all for some sex. And niggas will go out their way and go crazy for some sex. And at the same time, it's not necessarily about needing one. It's a lot of that shit's ego driven, because some niggas, I'm saying, it's all about that impression. It's all about the after effect, to the point you can beat your chest and be like, yeah, I tore that up.
Yeah, I don't.
That's the same, because that's all it's about. Motherfuckers might not need it, but motherfuckers just want to be greedy and get some extra shit. To the point, make them look like Superman and shit.
Niggas is bugging, man. If Shorty's into you, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna blow her back out just because she likes you. 9 times out of 10. I don't know. Niggas is bugging.
I mean, but some want that extra. So I always want that extra. It's like every time you go into a game, you always want that assurance that you're gonna win. You always want that guaranteed assurance that no nigga wants to play a hard game. No nigga wants to play a hard game.
The game hard.
Some niggas just want to play the game hard and always come out successful. You be like, yeah, nigga, let you have a bad performance. That shit will fuck with you subconsciously.
Hey. What ability the kids say? I shall finish the game.
Hey, sometimes not about finishing.
It's
not about finishing.
Always about finishing. I just want to finish the game.
Listen, you can have
I don't care where I place. Third, first, I just want to finish.
Hey, I'm just saying, if you have a brilliant fourth quarter, right? I mean, if you have a brilliant first quarter and you suck in the fourth quarter, did you not have a good game, or did you have an okay game, or did you have a bad game?
Oh man, hey, listen.
You know what I'm saying?
You didn't finish, so you just had an okay game.
It depends on how bad my.
And it depends on how bad. Sorry. Go ahead, Demario.
What'd you say?
No, go ahead. I was talking over you.
No, what were you saying? Go say what you're saying.
I'm gonna say okay. I'm saying because we got a woman in the room, so it's like you know. So
I'm
it's
here
like,
finally.
You know,
I'm here now.
So it's like
I wasn't sitting here this whole fucking time.
Yeah, right. I'm just like, she can chime in anytime she fucking wants. But it's like, nah.
I had to get my mind right for the question. I heard it.
It's
so
like,
I had to get it right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you meet a dude for the first time, and you know what I'm saying, you guys get what I'm saying, you do whatever and everything, and that performance isn't that great. A lot of times women be like, yo, I'm never fucking with this. Like, well, I can't even speak for them. I'm trying to speak women and shit. Like, how would you feel about that? Like, you know, like say you and saying you and the person's talking, and it's just like there's anticipation, you guys do it, and it's not what you expect. Are you gonna be like, yo, I'm gonna give this nigga another chance, or it's just like, yo, I'm never talking to this nigga again?
It depends on what the things about it didn't happen right. Do you hear me? Do you feel me?
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Okay.
I got you.
So there's different levels to we try to make it happen and it didn't go right. You know, if you know he's not packing, then it's just not going to happen again. if he, just Demario, why the face? What?
So size matters. You're one that says size matters.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nobody wants a micro penis. Have you ever seen a micro penis? Okay, listen. I cut my finger. I was chopping vegetables. I cut my finger. They have these little shields. This is what a micro penis fucking condom would look like.
Jesus.
Do you see it? A micro penis condom would look like this. So yes, sizes matter. And
okay.
someone has had this and said they had 2 kids. I don't know how you have 2 kids from that, but they got 2 kids. He said.
Evidence that size does it.
Huh?
Which is evidence that size does it.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying that.
What you
well,
just
for
said,
some,
evidence that size does it. Now,
for some, but I'm
no, but she
me.
did say no. But I did.
I'm saying for me.
I did. I'm
not. Yeah, some people won't mind like that. Again, I'm just saying when he says if you, as a woman, if you dealt with somebody for the first time and it was horrible, like would you give them a second chance? And I said I think for all women it would depend on what was horrible for them. And then for me, I wouldn't be able to have sex with someone. Like if we tried it and you had a micro penis, I'm not going, what am I? That's not for me. I can't do anything. But for someone else, they may love your personality. Everything else might be amazing. And they can get through that and go have your kids. I don't know, but that's not for me. So size doesn't matter for all people. So I'm not saying that men, some women don't matter. And then some shit is too big. So yeah. Size doesn't matter for all people. Okay. So for me, it would be the size. And then size would be like, absolutely not. We can't do that again. And then if like they did, maybe, I don't know. I don't want to say the wrong
maybe couldn't get it up, went too quick.
No. If you couldn't get it up and you went too quick, I would give you a second chance because you could just be too excited or maybe, like it could be anything. We could try this again or, just depending on which type of energy we got. What's up?
I think the reason why I'm confused is because were we asking your personal?
Kylie did?
Yeah, I did.
You did?
I did. Yeah.
When did you say that?
Because we talking, and I'm talking like from the experience of a man, and I'm talking about, I'm saying the results of how women should feel.
I thought we were speaking as men, not as Kylie and Demario.
No, I was talking. I don't know. First of all, I don't know who the fuck is
Kylie.
First of all, I don't know who the fuck.
I'm not talking about my coochie. Why are you getting mad?
Because
I'm Cobra Karate.
Because I'm not
talking. You talk about your dick all the time.
I do not. I do not.
Yes, or dicks in general. Run back the tapes. We got them all year. Okay. All you do is mention dick. Somehow your dick is out. All of this is dick.
You need a dick. You need a dick. Everybody
got dicks.
I don't
say dick.
I don't want to hear about her vagina.
I never said anything about my vagina. All I said was if the man was too small, it would be an absolutely no. And then anything else, we would probably try to see what went wrong. That's
why I'm saying when it comes to supplements that increase sexual performance, sometimes people need that to get that guarantee. Is what I'm saying.
Some people don't need it, and then further down the line, they just be wanting to try some shit.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If you're gonna have like a wild night, you trying to have a wild night, whatever. Say you and your wife go to
you and your wife want to be like, yo, let's
see what this is about. Yeah, I'm saying we on vacation or something like that. Like I'm trying to do crazy shit, and sometimes you want that extra. That's what I'm saying. You say just like I said, no one wants a hard game. Sometimes you want to go into that game with guarantees and insurance, like, this is a good team, but you know what? We are gonna win because we have all this. Some niggas just want that guarantee. And at the same time, some motherfuckers just want to make a great first impression too. So I get that. Yeah. So I'm not gonna knock that.
But don't fuck it up. If you ain't never took it before, don't be first impression in it on your first date and then you fuck up and then you're all over the place. It's like smoking weed. You never did it before. And like you do it with a girl for the first time. Maybe you start tweaking, like smoking in the pigeon coop. You don't want to do that. Just, take your time. Don't be nervous. Don't fuck it up, sir.
I'm not sure if it's a liquid. I'm not sure if it's a liquid or pills, but yeah, baby steps.
Speaking of that, I had a friend. I did an event on Friday. And I had a friend there who got a little nervous and had too many drinks and embarrassed himself in front of his damn girl. I'm like, dang, don't do that. You guys got to take it easy. Some people need it.
That's another thing. motherfuckers who drink too much and just don't know how to hold their liquor.
What do you mean got embarrassed?
Like, it was kind of, I don't know if you want to cut this out, whatever, you can do whatever, however you want to do it. But the situation, like, the girl came to support, it's his brand. The girl came to support him. And then by the time she got there, because he had been drinking all day, by the time she got there, he was like lit and like drunk. And he's like an introvert, so to say. So he has to drink or to get kind of comfortable or whatever. And I was like, well, you shouldn't drink, just drink some water. Just, it's hot out here. Just keep it cool. You don't want to embarrass yourself. Like, drunk men, throwing up. He wasn't doing any of that though. He was cool. But when she got there, he was just so excited. He's like, isn't she beautiful? Look at her. Is it like, but to all of us, and we're on we're all there having a drink together. Hey, great job. We did great today. Just enjoying the end of the night, And it was a little bit too much for the girl. Like, her face was like, okay, I'm waiting for my lift. Like, she was leaving already. So I'm like, dang, like, you don't want to overdo it when you're trying to get you some. Like, just take it easy. And I think maybe he knew she was coming later. So maybe I didn't know any of this until it happened. I'm like, dang, I would have told him to chill out a little bit more. But oh well. But she's cool. She came back the next day. We all know the next day. So
It was all right.
But I'm just saying, in the sense of, you make it could go bad for you. You can make it awkward if you overdo it. If you go and take some extra sex shit or whatever you want to call it. What is it called? Some pink horse?
Pink horse.
Pink pony?
Pink horse, pink pony, pink horsepower, something
you go
like
and
that.
drink, you go and you got your girl for the first time. She says she's gonna stay over, or y'all going on vacation together. You go and buy a few. You pop some in Hawaii. Now your dick don't go down. Now you walking around looking crazy. Just don't overdo it. Just don't be nervous. Just chill out a little bit. You're walking around with your dick hard for 8 hours because you're just trying to get some pussy in Hawaii. But it's cool.
Yeah.
I never understood, like, people who go out of their way to impress folks, because then you got to do that all the time.
No, it's not. That's how you lure them in. That's how you lure them in. Nigga, all you need is one time.
Yeah, but
no, because if it's not good the second and third, I don't think you guys don't care, but it'll probably slow down and stop.
Son,
but you're
called
like,
chasing.
Fuck it. You already had it 4 or 5 times. Oh, and that was the other thing. So let's talk about it. The event was a really nice event. Guys, men in the room. Let me know how this works.
Go ahead.
So, successful, single, I don't know what they do, but working male, whatever, making money, however they do it. It's legal, sorry, not anything dumb. Enjoying their life in the city, has like 4, I felt like it was How to Be a Player for 2021. Had 4 different chicks in the same event, sending drinks, going here, came with one, left her with the friend that was going to meet her there, met a couple other at the bar, kept coming over. And the guys, you probably can cut this out, but whatever. I don't know. The guys that were other guys at the event, they was like, hey, what's going on for tonight? And he's like, I'm clapping cheeks. Like, this is what's going on. I'm trying to clap cheeks. I got 4 of them here. And I was like, these niggas is serious. Like, this is 2021, How to Be a Player. Like, had them, sent them home, took one home, came back. Like, how does that work? Males, what happens?
Nigga, it works the same. Nigga, it works the same way. I'm saying when women do it. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean?
Yo,
Black women don't cheat.
Shit, women act like they never been to the club, and 2 or 3 dudes that they talking to. I'll keep it at 2. I'm saying 2 dudes that they talking to are in the same spot. I've seen that shit happen, and women navigated. But how you do that? It all depends. I'm saying it all depends. Communication is key. Communication is key. And it all depends on how you guys' relationship is. Because some people, if you're messing with somebody and everything like that, sometimes you just don't want it to be public. So when you see me in public, you know what it is. Like, get a nod, whatever, here and there, this and that. Yeah. And
nah, this wasn't that though. This was on some How to Be a Player though. This was on some. Yeah, that's how I was. I was looking at him like, I respect this nigga, no bullshit. It's not like any of these people was his girls. He came in one, he was leaving with another. I'm just like, wow, okay, interesting. This is how y'all do it. So it wasn't even on some like I'm sneaking around or I got to a club, but it was just he literally came there with one, left her with the friend that was meeting her there, and met 3 other women in there. and entertained them all. Ran the room a couple times, came back around, left. And he was like, now all I gotta do is leave without nobody seeing me. Leave by myself. And then I'm good. Because nobody has to see me leave with a girl. And all of them will call. All right, y'all, I'm out.
Wow, look at that.
And then he's like, don't judge me, sweetheart. I was like, okay.
Yo,
no judgment, honey. You're single, dude.
That is more. Yeah, that's great. That's great communication, because it looks like to me everybody understood their role. Everybody understood their role, and they knew what it was about.
Not the role.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's what it comes down to. Because it's like, yo, if we're not in a relationship with I'm saying, if none of us are in a relationship and everything like that, and I understand that he's probably talking to someone else or whatever, and he's not exclusive just to me, I can't complain about that. And whoever he chooses for the night, it's just like, if it's your stupid ass waiting to be like, okay, to be chosen, you know what I'm saying, to be chosen, be like, hey, yo, you deserve every bit of that shit. But I mean, and yo, it happens for niggas too. So it's just like, hell, if y'all motherfuckers is cool with that, I mean, I'm saying, of course you can run that. I'm saying, of course you can run that audible. It's easy to do that, but it's all about communication. They all knew their role. They all knew what it was for.
Sure did.
I'm saying, yeah. It just comes down to, it's your turn. That's what it comes down to. That's what it comes down to. That's what it comes down to. You know what I'm saying? And speaking of juggling many women, Nick Cannon. You guys, what you gonna call it? Are you guys familiar with Nick Cannon's situation?
No.
Yeah, Wild 'N Out just came back on. Or Wild 'N Out.
No, not even that. Well, Nick Cannon is Wild 'N Out. But basically, like, Nick Cannon now has seven children with about four different women, 5 different women, and he's continuing to have kids. Like he had like, I'm saying, he had a kid. 6 months later, he had another kid with another different woman, and it's all public, and they all know about it. And he's like, he wants to have more.
Yeah, what the problem is?
That's what I'm saying. So I've seen a lot of people jumping out the window talking about, oh, how could you do that? You know what I'm saying? Oh, but if women do it, we're ready to kick their backs in. So, talking about this, talking about that. But if Nick Cannon does it, you know what I'm saying, it's cool. But I'm like, but if everybody's in agreement and understand what's going on, and he's taking care of his kids, what does it matter?
Like, I feel like it's definitely dumb. I don't see why you're out there spreading your seed like that. It definitely doesn't do anything as far as having a wholesome family environment, because it's that complicates it. But if you can afford the children, play on.
Yeah, so I'm just
everything that Demario said, I feel. Plus, there's just so much going on out here. I hope he's making sure they're clean. It's just, I wouldn't just be putting, that many seeds and that many people.
He's definitely had to get a shot of penicillin a couple times. Definitely.
I'm pretty sure.
What's that?
I'm pretty sure because Nick Cannon.
When you get
what is it?
Gonorrhea?
Yeah, when you get like some type of STD, that's what you get it. That's the concoction to get all that body.
Yep, the concoction.
Some type of psyllin.
I ain't no punta. I keep.
Yeah. So yeah, shout out to Nick Cannon.
Sorry, Demario, now I'm talking about my pussy for real.
Nobody want to hear about your pussy, man.
Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. This is an edition. The Father's Day edition.
What does your pussy have to do with anything?
See, there they go. See, there they go. Women always making it about themselves. There you go.
It's about my pussy.
So yeah, so speaking of Father's Day, speaking of Father's Day,
when people announce Happy Father's Day to you on Father's Day and you ain't know, how does that feel? Happy Father's Day.
Because you know why? I'm saying, because you know why? We always get the short end of the stick. No one cares about this day. No one cares about this day. No one really cares about this day, really, the way they care about like Mother's Day and everything like that. You have a few things like my family. Good thing my family cares about that, because they'll wake me up, whatever, and greet me, whatever happens, Father's Day, whatever, and everything like that. But compared to Mother's Day, though, that shit's like an event. Father's Day is just something that happens.
And
You know what I'm saying?
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
100% true. And the thing is, it's not just Father's Day, it's the men in a relationship, period. If I bought an ex a Michael Kors watch, she bought me some flip-flops.
That's not true, because I'm a good gift giver. Damn, I'm a bomb ass gift giver. I'm a bomb ass gift giver.
Hold on.
I give good gifts, so you can't say that.
Hold on. Tell me without lying that every one of those bomb ass gifts you gave was not the lesser of the gift you received. Tell me it wasn't.
No, not in not in two cases.
Mm-hmm.
Not in two cases. I'm saying
it's okay.
I got some.
Every time a female gives a bomb ass gift, the gift she's getting is bomber. Period.
But still,
Period with a T at the end.
No, not in every case. Like certain cases, but not in every case. I give good gifts regardless. So in some cases, yes, my gifts have been better. Yeah, I'm not even gonna. I've gotten amazing gifts. But in other cases, they haven't been that, and I've been the better of the gift giver because I'm just a good gift giver. Even to my friends, I'm a good gift giver.
Yeah.
I am.
And
so
and
I have to disagree with you on that. But okay, so on Father's Day,
a lot of fathers end up on the grill. Always end up on the grill.
Yeah. So about
but that's more of them. Come on, man.
Yeah, that's if they want to. That's what I was gonna say.
Not really.
If they want
with
to.
That bullshit.
Not really.
That's if they want to.
Just because you may not like the grill, most niggas are like, no.
No, I like the grill. I like the grill.
Well, then I don't know what you talk about.
Most
of the time, the niggas like, yo, chill. I got the grill.
Now I was just trying to.
And they want to do it early.
Now I was just trying to
go ahead and get out the way.
Now I was trying to segue into cookout etiquette. You know, because I'm saying based off our past conversations about the cookout. So now, when you host a cookout, are you getting dressed up to host your own cookout at your house?
Me?
Yeah.
Hell, motherfucking yeah.
You getting dressed up?
Bro. I mean, we from the late 90s. We got dressed up to go drop some off in the mailbox.
Yeah. Oh, no, I'm saying no. I am. You know what I'm saying?
I'm dressed all day.
We had shoes, shirts, hat. You know what I'm saying? Shoes, shirt, hat,
towel
to go to the store.
Yeah.
Like we used to get dipped to go to Youth Net.
Yeah.
All we got to do is run around and get sweaty. We got dipped. So,
but it's like, and even that, it's like I'm just talking about cookout etiquette. All right, like so every year my cousin does 4th of July, whatever cookout, whatever, and majority of the time he'd be like, "Yo, I'll provide the food, bomb food." And he'll do, and it's BYOB, you know, bring your own booze. So,
I didn't know what BYOB meant. That's good. You said.
Okay. Yeah, so bring your own booze.
Yeah, because I didn't know it meant that either.
I don't think anyone watching knew.
Yeah, so bring your own booze. Hold on for a minute. Yo, turn that AC back on. Get out of here.
He said it 3 times.
Yeah. Like motherfuckers don't know what that shit means.
All right. Anyway, so shut up. So,
you know what I'm saying? I told him to do it ASAP, you know, as soon as possible. Well, I told him.
No, I'm trying to, because I'm being distracted. So I just keep on, you know, saying that. So anyways,
BYOB.
The first time, so BYOB, right? All right, no, I'm joking. So yeah, so
it's
the first time
for me. Okay, I'm sorry.
You know what I'm saying? So the first time he did it, you know what I'm saying? The first time he did it, I was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna bring myself, I'm gonna bring to make sure I bring some good liquor and everybody could drink, whatever. So I bring the good liquor. I bring I bring the 175 of the Henny. Boom, put it on the table. I see everybody else. Smirnoff, fucking Mr. Boston, the cheapest shit they could bring. Put it on there, but ain't none of them drinking that cheap shit. Niggas go straight to the good shit. And I'm like, nigga, I see y'all niggas drinking that shit quick, heavy, refilling, and y'all niggas didn't bring none of that. So my thing is, so after a while, I caught on. I was like, yo, you know what? I'm not gonna bring the good liquor because I know no one else is gonna bring the good liquor, but always want to drink the good shit. Yeah, this good liquor. Nigga, I mean, nigga, you bring, nigga, this Ciroc and this Mr. Boston. Ciroc good liquor. Mr. Boston's that. I'll make you want to fight a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Type of liquor. But yeah, it's like, I hate that. I hate that shit. It's like, don't bring some cheap shit, put the cheap shit down, and then you put your hand on the expensive shit when you know you didn't bring that good shit. So it's like, so nigga, why you drinking that shit? It's just like, you know what I'm saying? Just like some etiquette. So that's why you always got to make sure, all right, you bring some out. So now.
That's why you don't bring expensive shit.
Well, I didn't know that at the first. I'm saying, as I said at the time.
It says AD, we need you to bring some soda to the cookout. They're getting the 3 liters from Shaw's.
Oh, of course. Now I know that. I'm saying, now I know that. So now I'll bring some
because at a cookout, it's not about quality. It's about quantity.
Quantity, exactly. So now I'll bring some semi-good shit. So I'll bring some semi-good shit and keep the good shit for myself. You know what I'm saying? Keep that shit in the brown paper bag, keep that shit in the pocket, and be like, yo, I'm saying, if I fuck with you like that, like, no, don't touch that. You know what I'm saying? Yo, come over here. You know what I'm saying? Yo, bring your cup.
The etiquette question goes out the window because
no, it doesn't.
Yes, sir.
No, it doesn't.
Hold on. If I'm at a cookout and there's good shit that is free, why would I not go get the good shit?
Nigga, I'm saying, and like, the etiquette is, nigga, don't bring some cheap shit when you don't plan on drinking. I'm saying,
but what if I don't bring nothing?
What if you don't bring nothing? Nigga, then you drink that cheap shit.
So, but I'm saying it's the same difference. Bringing nothing and drinking the cheap shit is the same as bringing the cheap shit and drinking the expensive shit. It's the same thing.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not.
It's similar.
To a point.
It's similar.
To a point.
So my point but is, it's not. Then it goes back to what I said. If I'm at a cookout and I brought some whack ass frozen burgers,
cola,
and then someone brought some homemade burgers, why the fuck would I eat those whack burgers? What would make me say, you know what, I'm gonna eat these whack shits? Someone brought some good shit, or I'm eating that. I'm just saying, I don't believe the etiquette. The etiquette doesn't make sense because we're at a free for all. So at a free for all, you take what you like.
But it's not a free for all.
So that's the thing. But I'm saying you fucked up. You got high. Okay?
Well, maybe. Well,
you
maybe
have bought that expensive shit.
Well, maybe I'm injecting my etiquette, let's say my etiquette practices onto someone else. Because me, I'm like, yo, for me, I feel if you don't bring something of equal value, nigga, you don't get the good shit.
But then what if you don't bring anything then? So that means you don't get to have nothing?
Well,
it's
nigga,
the same logic.
Nah,
nigga, you
take the free shit.
Stares. I'm saying, yo, you get stares and shaking heads every time you go up to that motherfucking. Every time you go up to that table and pull something. Something.
And that's why
I'm shaming the fuck out of you.
And that's why I feel the etiquette rule doesn't really make sense, because if we're at a place where we're saying, hey guys, everything on this table is free for everybody, then I take whatever I want.
Mm-hmm.
No.
But you know, there's always another table. There's always another lobster over there. There's always something that ain't for everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
So
it's almost like
that's the
VIP. So that's another level.
VIP part of the cookout. You got to the VIP part. You in the VIP section now. That's what we talk about.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So it's like
I've seen cookouts like that where there's a VIP section where there's a no. This is for so and so. So I've seen that before, and that's fine. But what I'm saying,
that's what Kylie's doing with the bottle. So
that's what I'm saying.
If you ain't bring nothing, you can't come to this section, because this section is for the people who brought the good shit. And you didn't bring no good shit, you can't come to it.
On the same table as the cheap shit, then you ain't doing that.
Huh?
Nah, because I'll be not, because me, I'm saying, because
but
after
that's
a while,
what he said. He's not gonna sit on the table no more. He bring the regular shit.
Yeah, that's
and he keep the good shit with him.
Yeah,
and he's right in the corner with his good shit.
I'm saying, because like, yo, I'm saying, I'll put down the Cavassier. So I'll put down the big Cavassier. But like, yo, I'm saying, y'all niggas had that, but I have the privilege. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I had any privilege over here. You know what I'm saying? Tucked. And I'll be looking at people, I'm saying, what they bring. Like, you bring down a bottle of E&J, and I'm like, oh, okay. Nigga, you ain't getting none of this privilege. Fuck out of here.
Didn't work. Put the shit on the table.
Nah, man, son. Nah.
Don't bring it.
Nah, some niggas, nah.
So I'm gonna say it right here. If you got a problem with what I eat or drink at the cookout, then don't bring the fancy shit. Because I'm gonna eat whatever's there and drink whatever's there.
Unless you can't get in this section.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless you can't get in the section.
Unless someone tell me
I've been to cookouts where they had stuff set aside and they're like, oh no, that's for the immediate family, or that's for the cook and her friends, or whatever. Cool. But if you take a long ass table and put bad shit on it, I'm gonna take what I like from that table. I don't care who brought it or how expensive it is.
Yeah, I've seen you be like, cool, so I can have whatever else is over here. Bet. Just take everything else.
Yo, I'll be over here. Y'all be over here shaming. I'll be over here shaming motherfuckers. I'll be over here shaming, like looking at niggas like, look at this nigga. Look at this nigga.
You just judging people.
Yes, I am.
You judging people. You judging people all the time. That's all you do.
Yes, I am. I don't give a fuck.
You take a table with free shit on it, motherfuckers gonna take what they want.
Nigga, if I bought nigga, so yo, and first of all, I'm saying first of all, a motherfucker providing all the food and everything like that. The only thing motherfucker asking, yo, bring some liquor. Matter of fact, my thing is, I'm gonna bring what I'm saying basically what I drink. I'm not gonna just be like, yo, put this down and then drink something else.
Second mistake. That's your second mistake. I've started to learn this when I go to a cookout, I'm gonna bring shit that other motherfuckers want that I don't really want. Because bringing shit that you want makes you sit there and watch the fucking table.
Cause my thing is just like, yo, I
bring something for everyone else and I bring something for me. Because what if something's not there for me? So I'll bring two.
You end up watching the table. That's miserable. I started bringing crowd pleasers. Oh, everybody fucks with this? Cool, I'm gonna bring that.
My thing is
one, because then I'm sitting over there. Well, she had 6 ribs. I know I brought 9. I don't do that shit. Fuck out of here.
No, cause my thing is like, yo, I'm not gonna give you something. But like this, I'm not gonna give you something or make you take something that I wouldn't take for myself or that I wouldn't drink for myself. I'm just saying. I'm just saying that's the type of person I am. So it's just like, nigga, it's like, yo, if you're talking about, yo, bring food, I'm not gonna bring a plate of pork chops and be like, yo, y'all niggas had this, whatever, because it's like, yo, I feel it's kind of like disrespectful, whatever. It's like, I'm saying, like, you kind of cheapening the party or some shit like that. That's the way I feel. That's the way I feel.
It depends on whose cookout you're going to, where you're going. Like, if I'm going to my family's cookout, I kind of know what they want. I'm gonna bring something that we all gonna drink, and nobody's watching nothing because we've all, contributed to make it happen. So it's different. But if I'm going to like an extended friend, like if Demario invited me somewhere, I would want to know what type of, like, is it a lot of girls? I'll bring some wine. I'll bring something for them to drink. And then also for me, like, I'm not going to be watching the table or whatever I bring, or if they don't like it, who cares? I brought something.
I'm just saying, I'm not cheap. Listen, when it comes to like a BYOB or bring a plate or everything like that, I'm not cheap. Basically, what I want to eat is basically what I'm going to bring. Not just some fact that I feel like eating this, but it's like, I want to make sure it's quality. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to be like, I'm not going to be the cheap motherfucker and be like, yo, all right, cool. Well, I never fuck with this and this is very cheap. So I'm just going to bring this shit just because they told me to bring it. But nah, like, I feel that's whack.
Nope, that's a mistake. I'm bringing the cheap shit that will spread nice and thin. It's free. It's you're at a because
you don't want to go too cheap though, because don't bring no the reason why I say that nobody's gonna drink or eat because then it's just gonna sit there. You just brought this for no reason.
Of course.
Now take this shit with you.
But that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. It's like I'm not gonna bring $2 liquor.
That's why I said I'll bring crowd pleasers.
Yeah. Things that other people like.
Right? Mm-hmm. But to try to bring something fancy. Or
not fancy. You say not fancy.
Well, not fancy. To try to bring like my shit or I fuck with this shit. That shit is a headache. It's not worth it.
Cause like I'm not gonna bring fucking ruble fucking cheap ass booze. No one, I don't even touch that shit and put that shit on the fucking table like, yo, here you go.
Do other people fuck with it?
Nigga, ruble?
Do other people fuck with it?
Alcoholics.
Why are we even talking about that?
But I'm saying, but that's the type of shit that people do. That's the type of shit that people do. And that's what I'm talking about as far as like etiquette.
I think your point is to don't go cheap necessarily. Like if you're gonna go to a cookout and people are telling you you don't have to do nothing but bring your BYOB, bring something of quality. Don't bring some cheap shit and then drink someone else's shit. I feel you on that. Don't do that.
It's almost like I'm not gonna buy my kids something that I would never wear in my life. Just because it's cheap and just because it's for kids. It's like, I'm not gonna do that. It's like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna be like, yo, okay, nigga, if I wear nothing but polo, I'm not gonna buy my kids fucking Beverly Hills polo because it's fucking cheaper. I'm not gonna do that. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking like, yo, I'm gonna make sure it's quality because nigga, this is who I am, and I want.
But nigga, we're talking about cookouts, not kids, though.
I'm just saying. I'm just giving an example. Basically, like I was saying, it's like, yo, I don't drink ruble. I'm not bringing $2 liquor. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying on a BYOB, and then put the $2 liquor down. And be like, all right, cool. Let me go to this fucking Hennessy, or let me go to some other shit. I'm not gonna do that. I just feel like that's kind of disrespectful. I just feel that when it comes to the cookout, because that's what I'm saying. It's just like you was talking about the hamburgers and shit. It's just like, yo, could you bring could you bring a box of hamburgers? I'm not gonna go get hamburgers from the fucking dollar store and be like, yeah, here you go. I never will touch those shit. I would never touch those shit.
But we cleared that up. So what is, I'm gonna bring what's gonna spread the farthest that niggas will eat. I'm not gonna go get the gourmet shit that I like and bring it to.
I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying. I was like, nigga, like
you said the privilege. That's the fancy Hennessy.
Yeah.
No.
Mistake.
No.
Mistakes.
Well, one, it depends. It depends as far as whose cookout it is. I'm saying what it is and everything like that. I'm just saying there's this etiquette to when it comes to certain shit. Don't bring the
fancy shit and then get mad when motherfuckers want it. That's a
mistake. Oh no! If I get that hardcore fancy shit, that shit staying in the tuck, and only a few niggas that's privileged to get that. You know what I'm saying? The same. That's what I would do. I'm just saying that's just what I would do, and yeah. So yeah.
So have some better etiquette when it comes to cookouts. What else is another thing with cookouts? Because it's cookout season now.
Oh,
everybody's doing cookouts, so it's cookout season. What's a must-have on your cookout menu?
No, not even must-have. What's the proper age for kids to eat steak? Because there's certain foods that kids can't touch when it comes to cookouts. Like this is straight.
Here's the thing that you don't understand, though.
Go ahead.
When you go to a real cookout, there's enough food for the kids to eat whatever they want.
Absolutely.
No, it's not about. But it's not about.
What age is it digesting their system is when they can eat steak. Doesn't matter. They get
because the cookouts I grew up at, yes, there was the food that the kids couldn't touch.
Yeah.
But I've been to cookouts as an adult, mostly with her family, where they have. I think they do too much. I think it's gratuitous. I think it's kind of ridiculous, in my opinion. But they have enough food there for the kids to eat lobster. Legit. Again, I think that's absolutely ridiculous. But
yeah, like Baby J was running around. Baby J was running around with ribs and a crab leg.
So
like, what is going on? These kids are living good.
Yeah. So I sort of feel like if you go throw a cookout.
Yeah.
No, definitely. But it's just like, if it's the last piece. Like nigga, I better not see a 10-year-old going for that. I'm like, yo, hey.
If I got 2 slabs of ribs, beef ribs, of course. If I got 2 slabs of ribs and I got like 4 pounds of ground beef, I'm only going to invite enough people for everybody to eat comfortably, right? So I'm not going to throw a cookout where I got to say, all right, that's the last whatever. Like, I don't want to say that at my cookout.
Yeah.
I don't want to say that.
I feel you on that.
I still think it has to be said. That's the thing.
But I'm saying I'm going to have enough food to where it doesn't have to be said.
I mean, listen, it just depends on what you like, what type of situation you have. Like sometimes you do really big cookouts and everybody can have everything. Sometimes you got smaller ones. So if you had a smaller cookout and you're more like traditional with like kids don't do this, kids don't do that, I guess that's Kylie's point of like what age should it be appropriate. But I think now it's a little different it just depends on what kind of cookouts you're going to, because the cookouts we go to, it's not really that, like that's not an issue. But I do see people be like, nah, them kids ain't gonna have that steak. They can't have the steak because you only got a couple steaks, so you only got
not even
for the adults.
But not even a couple steaks. Even if there's plenty there, even if there's plenty there, it's just like it was just crazy to me, like because like growing up, whatever, right? So it's like you got hamburgers and hot dogs, you got the chicken, you got steaks, whatever, and everything like that. And it's just like it's just weird seeing a kid bypass the hamburgers, the hot dogs, like let me go to that chicken and that steak. It's just weird to me. Like,
No.
I don't know why.
Because they're just eating better.
When
it's weird, but that like I was
when you
that
do a
kid when people
cookout,
be looking at-
when you do a cookout, you're supposed to cook the hot dogs and the hamburgers first.
For the
First.
kids,
Kids eat.
yeah, to get out your
Feed the
face.
kids and the adults who are starving will take a little bit. And
Yeah.
then the real food is cooked.
Yeah.
and the kids eat the real food.
No, once the real food is cooked, the adults eat. If the kids are hungry, if there's some more of the adult food, the kids can have some. Like,
No, the kids eat again.
that's the
what
way
I'm
it goes.
talking about. That's what I'm
In my
saying.
family,
That's
in
what
my
I'm
family, the
talking
kids-
about.
in my family, the kids eat again. I'm
Yo,
gonna feed the kids.
nah, I'm saying, I'm saying,
Which I think is ridiculous.
could let an uncle, come late or whatever. Say he had to go, say the motherfucker had to go get ice because there wasn't enough ice. So he had to go do an ice run. He come back, the rib's supposed to be done, and you see a little, kid disrespecting eating the ribs, don't even eat them full way, and there's no more ribs left.
But that's why
Someone gonna be pissed.
that's why I kind of go on her side. I think there should be too much food there, so whether you never run out.
And I think that's why I'm used to the other accustomed way. But I have been places, and I did have other places, like, other family members outside of my immediate family that would do different type of cookouts, and it'd be like that too. So I get it. Like, you ain't finna eat the last one. If there was one beef rib left and my little cousin wanted it, I'm not giving it to her over Demario. Like, nah, Demario's gonna get this.
That's what I'm talking about.
Because
that's what I'm talking about.
Just because he's the adult, so he just has, I'm
That's
just
exactly
giving
what
I'm
I'm
that preference. But had she did not eat, like had she didn't eat anything or whatever, and there was nothing else that she ate, what was that? And Demario already had something, then I'm gonna make sure she ate it and she can have it. So it depends on the situation. But my first thought would be like, no, I'm gonna give it to Demario, of course, just because he's gonna get this rib first.
I'm
Yeah.
saying. That's all.
That's
all I'm trying to say. Because every time we do a cookout, food items are running out, and we always have to end up going back to the fucking store because we'll plan for this. We'll get enough, but there's always some scragglers that come in. And you be like, "Fuck, I gotta go back and go get some more packs of fucking chicken and shit like that." And now I'm on the grill until fucking since in the morning. Now I'm on this shit until 8:00. Sometimes I don't feel like doing that shit. But yeah. But
see,
like I'm saying,
you guys are poor planning at cookouts. That's cookout etiquette.
No,
you need to have your cookouts together.
No.
At my family's cookout,
I'm
there's
trying to tell
always
you.
way more than enough food, no matter who, and everybody brings. Demario's met friends of friends of friends. Like, how you here? Because they hear from another friend. Way more than enough people will come.
Yeah, see, I think your family does too much. I think your family does too much, but I do believe that there should be slightly more food than needed when you throw a cookout.
Yeah.
But you have to be prepared for that. So, like, we did a graduation cookout. Remember, like, Rakita's graduation cookout? Like, there was way more than enough
y'all do
food.
too much to where there's been times where I was begged to take food home because it was going to get thrown away.
Because you cook a lot of food.
Because what happens?
You'd rather have more. And then Demario, you've been to, remember we went to Brockton? Even my cousins in Brockton, their cookout.
Yeah.
Remember? We was eating good there. Like, they still had way more than enough food.
It's
People were eating till late.
It's too much.
They had crab, like there was deep frying crab at the end of the night. Like, come on, like, and anybody can just eat it. Like, you don't have to be an adult.
You should, like I said, if you plan on having 20 people over, you should have enough food for 30 people.
40.
But that's the thing.
No,
wait.
What y'all do
and
is,
it doesn't have to. No, but that's
y'all
different variation.
Y'all will have a cookout. Y'all will have a cookout, and 20 people will be there, and there's enough food for maybe 60 people.
No.
Yes.
We have like a variety of food, so we don't cook. So it won't be like we're cooking 60 hot dogs because we think 60 people. We think 20 people are coming, so we cook 60 hot dogs. We just have enough food that just keeps coming. So the hot dogs are done, but there's no more hot dogs. Hamburgers are done. We're not making no more hamburgers. Chicken might be gone, but now there's ribs. Now there's salmon on the grill.
So
now we got cabbage. Now we got cabbage on the grill. Now we got other stuff that we put on the grill.
You just hit on a good point, though.
You just hit on a good point, though.
That needs to happen more at this nigga's cookouts. People need to bring stuff.
Yeah, and everybody brings different things.
No. But the thing is, they do. But what happens is that you have some stragglers come in, some motherfuckers I never seen before. And I'll be like, yo, what the fuck is this? So there's a lot of shit that...
I went to one of your cookouts, the food was you and Hazel.
No,
I never brought nothing. I ain't seen nobody bring nothing.
When it's just us. I'm talking about when I'm saying when we used to be at her mom's house, you know what I'm saying, over there, whatever. We'll bring like a whole bunch of food, whatever. And then there be some people, I'll be like, yo, I never seen this motherfucker before.
And they ain't got
And
no food.
nigga, I don't think they even knew there was a cookout. They just happened to hear it, and it was like, oh, I'm saying, let me show up. So that's a lot of people that's on.
You know what that's about, right? You know what that's about, right?
Well,
Puerto Ricans.
Exactly. Yo, this shit is just different. It's different. It's like, yo, we'll buy. Yo, I'm talking about. Yo, we'll spend money. We'll spend money. Like, yo, go to Walmart. We have them saying, yo, niggas have like 100 hamburgers, 200 hot dogs, fucking pounds and pounds of chicken, pounds and pounds of freaking this. And I'm like, okay, there's no way we're running out of food. No way. Next thing you know, yo, mom wants to know if you can go to the store and get it. I'm like, nigga, first of all, hold on. So how long should the grill be on? Should the grill be on all day, or the grill has certain hours? Because
it's different shifts. It goes from breakfast to lunch to, to dinner. So on the grill, you're going from like smaller food, appetizers to bigger food as you go on. So I can't really say, because then you might put some s'mores on that bitch. You might let the kids like some s'mores while it's cooling down. I don't know. So for me,
what I'll do,
I be feeling like it goes all day, but it's different shifts.
Yeah, no, I get that. So what I'll do, we'll buy tons and tons of food, cook all that shit. Early, and I basically tell you all that shit, whatever. And some I'll leave, whatever, because whatever. But once all that food's gone and once all the food's cooked, I'm not going back to the store to go get some more. I'm not turning that grill back on. I've been on this shit for like 4 or 5 hours already. Why motherfuckers still coming? Tell me get food. Nigga, you should have been here earlier. I told you what time the motherfucker started. So now you came late and ain't no food.
Yeah. You can turn it off by a certain time. But it just depends on, I don't know what time though. Like you can't cook all the food early like I don't know what type of cooker you got though. It's different if you have like a graduation cookout versus having like a holiday cookout. Because a graduation cookout, you may be a little prepared on knowing around how many people are going to show up, and then you can go a little bit higher. Versus a holiday cookout, people go from cookouts to cookouts to cookouts. So you might not be expecting as much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I get that. But I'm just saying, sometimes motherfuckers come late and expect for the same shit to be there. This nigga, yo, ain't no more food, just snack. Yo, you throw that on the grill, nigga, the snack. I'm like, nigga, why? I'm like, nigga, where you been at? Oh, nigga, I was at Shauna's and I was over here.
Yeah, if you've been anywhere else, then that's on you. Yeah, I think you can turn it off. I would say you can turn it off, but you don't do too early though.
No, don't do too early. I mean, I cooked it. I'm saying because I always like going to cookouts when some food was already. I'm saying some food was already done. I like going there. I'm saying I gotta get a warm up. I'm saying I gotta get pre-burger, whatever, everything like that. That's the type person, and I do that shit too. Maybe I have a few pieces of chicken already made, or whatever, some barbecue on it, whatever.
You're making me want some barbecue right now.
Oh yeah.
I'm about to get some soul food vegan.
I'm about to get some
soul food vegan.
I'm gonna do that shit today.
Right now, today.
Yeah. I'm just saying. I mean, there's a lot of things. I'm saying there's a lot of things. When I'm saying when it comes to cookout etiquette, we could do this shit forever. Talk about it and really break it down. But yeah, man.
Well, shout out to holiday season. It's cookout season. Stay safe on them grills. Don't get burnt out here, y'all.
Oh my God. I remember Hasa almost damn near got her face burnt off over that.
Oh no.
Yeah, eyebrows burnt and everything.
Yup.
No.
Remember that shit?
I was so scared.
Eyebrows burnt, everything. I was just like,
her eyebrows burnt
off? They were burnt a little bit because what happened was they were trying to turn it on, gas grill, of course, they were trying to turn it on and they were pushing the ignition button and it wouldn't come. And I guess it filled and it finally clicked and that shit was like, and right in front of the face, like boom. Face was all red, eyebrows were singed. Yeah. I remember I think I went ice run. Me and this nigga went to get an ice run. We come back, there was like a big commotion. It was like, what's going on? It was like, yo.
And her stepdad was crying.
Yeah, I remember that. He was like, yo, forgive me and everything like that. And I was like, nigga, she all right. She all right. Face a little red, but she all right. But yeah, I can just imagine though. So now, she don't touch gas grills.
Well, let's go back. I was gonna say, let's go back to the cookout etiquette. First of all, the mistake is a gas grill. You gotta be charcoal or a smoker. Let's talk about some real cookout.
Tastes better.
No.
Charcoal grills taste better.
Charcoal or a smoker. That's it. Who's using gas grill?
Yeah, it tastes. But gas grills, they're easy, efficient, quick. I'm saying it's like, especially when you got a lot of people. You're saying, yo, you get them shits. You saying you get in and out. It's like, yo, you cook chicken real fast on that. Sometimes
it's not about you gonna have. That's why the cookouts don't be like your food have to taste good too. So
of course, it still tastes good. It still tastes good. I mean, don't give it that charcoal taste. You know what I'm saying? That we grew up with. But I'm just saying though, if you want something fast, efficient, that's decent and everything, I'm saying, throw that shit on the gas grill. Bang all them 30 pieces of chicken out. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I could bang out a 30-piece easy on a fucking on a gas grill. Easy. Easy. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. But shout out to that. But yeah, anybody do anything Juneteenth?
I went and saw Big Daddy Kane and Rakim.
Oh, you did?
Oh yeah, we talked about that. Yep.
Yeah, I saw it in a park for free.
Oh, really? How was it?
Amazing.
Oh, that's what's up.
It's amazing.
I did a double. I worked 16 hours, did a double.
Got
the time. You know?
I'm like, why did you work?
Yo.
Why would you work?
Cool.
I didn't work. I did an event, a vendor event, a Juneteenth event. It was pretty cool. Pretty fun.
Yeah, man. It was weird though, but I pestered a couple white people at work. Like, make sure you put your make sure you put your PTO time in for Juneteenth and everything. Like, you know it's a holiday, right? Juneteenth. And see how they react. You know, someone's like, oh yeah, I'll do that. A little cringy. Yeah, so I fucked with people a little bit. I'll be like, make sure, you know what I'm saying? You know Saturday is a holiday, right? Oh, yeah, Juneteenth. Yeah, you know what the holiday is about, right? Oh, no, what's it about? Oh, okay, it's about, it's fucking people a little bit. But yeah, man.
I was not doing nothing with white people on Juneteenth to fuck with them. I did not.
No,
I don't even think I seen a white person on that day. Damn.
Oh, they was
I
out.
even know.
Oh, they were celebrating.
Oh yeah, I saw this white dude at the festival. He had on a shirt that said USA, and it said United States of Africa, and it had the Africa, and he was whiter than motherfucker.
Did you take a picture? You didn't take any pictures?
Nah, I didn't take a picture.
Oh my god.
Hey, he's an ally. I fuck with my allies.
It's bigger than race.
Exactly. It's bigger than Nino Brown. It's bigger than Nino Brown. Definitely allies though. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
But yeah, shout out to Juneteenth. Yeah, we finished. We can wrap this up and everything. And if you listen to the audio version and want to check out the full video version, make sure you check us out on YouTube at BarelyWatchingPodcast, no spaces. If you want to check us out on social media, it's either Barely Watching Podcast or Barely Watching. You can check us out on all platforms where you listen to podcasts. All right.
Speaking of Juneteenth, I'm shouting out Bremer's brand, Spoiled in Luxury. Yeah, go here.
Whose brand is that? Because I heard. Yeah, definitely do that.
I'm gonna tag him, Bremer.
So I heard about that. I heard about that brand.
He has very nice quality clothes.
Really?
But
I need something.
That's it.
Yeah, even though I don't have plans for 4th of July, though, I'm still gonna get dressed up and hopefully something goes somewhere.
Whatever,
That's my day off.
Fuck 4th of July. You better work for another double with 16 hours like you did on Juneteenth and get that overtime.
No,
because which one's important?
Not for the cookout. No, I'm just doing it for the cookout.
Okay.
You know, it's just tradition. I'm like, I don't give a fuck for 4th of July. I'm saying it's a day.
Oh, you guys have a 4th of July cookout?
Well, yeah. So I'm going somewhere. I'm getting dressed. I'm going somewhere. So yeah.
Okay.
Wherever it is.
All right.
But yes, Cobra Karate signing off.
It's your girl, K.I. Devil. We're out. Bye.